Students, today we shall be starting a new topic of proteins and amino acids. So now what are proteins? Proteins are considered to be the main building blocks of our body. They are comprised of smaller units known as amino acids. Now from the name it's clear, amino acids, it means these functional groups will be containing, these organic molecules will contain an amino group along with the carboxylic group, an amino group along with the carboxylic group. So in this chapter we shall be learning about the various concepts of proteins, their classification, what are amino acids, properties of amino acids, their classification, structure of proteins, color reaction of proteins, and what are protein deficiency disorders, various protein deficiency disorders. Now let us start with the definition of proteins. What are proteins? Now let's have a look. What are proteins? Proteins are the most abundant organic molecules of the living system. These are the most abundant organic molecules. They occur in every part of the cell and constitute about 50% of the cellular dry weight. Now they mainly roughly consist of 50% of the cellular dry weight. Proteins form the fundamental basis of structure and function of life. They were discovered by a Dutch chemist G. J. Mulder in 1839 while investing the substance such as those found in milk, egg, that they could be coagulated on heating and were nitrogenous in nature. Now from here we get about two properties of amino acids. These are, number one is coagulation and the second one is they are nitrogenous compounds. So you can easily see the term protein is derived from a Greek word known as proteos, meaning first place. Berzelius, who was a Swedish chemist, suggested that the name protein to the group of organic compounds that are of utmost important to the life, that is they are having the prime importance and act as basis of life. The proteins are nitrogenous macromolecules composed of many amino acids. Now the building blocks of proteins are amino acids. They act as building blocks of proteins. Now what is the biomedical importance of proteins? Number one, proteins are the main structural component of the cytoskeleton, and they are the sole source to replace the nitrogen of the body. Now they are the major component of cytoskeleton. Next, the biochemical catalyst known as enzymes are proteins. So they also occur as biocatalyst, which help in metabolic processes, process. The third one is proteins known as immunoglobulins serve as the first line of defense against the bacterial and viral infections. Immunoglobulins, also commonly known as Igs, they are a sort of antibodies that act as first line of defense against various bacterial and viral infections. The next one is they also act as hormones, which are also proteinaceous in nature, and these hormones help in growth of our body, and many other important metabolic processes are governed by these hormones. Structural proteins like actin and myosin are contractile proteins which help in the movement of muscle fibers. So we all know that muscles are made up of proteins, and these proteins are acting as contractile proteins, commonly actin and myosin, that perform contractile function. The next is some proteins present in the cell membranes, cytoplasm and nucleus of the cell act as receptors. Now here is they act as receptors also, such as nicotinic receptors. These are just the examples: nicotinic receptors, muscarinic receptors, adrenergic receptors. So these all are proteinaceous in nature. The transport protein carries out the function of transporting specific substances either across the membrane or in the body fluids. These are actually embedded proteins of plasma membrane that help to transport the material from outside to the inside of the cell, or that helps to carry out the toxic waste from inside of the cell to the outside. The next comes the storage proteins. They bind with specific substances and store them. For example, iron is stored in ferritin. We know the example of hemoglobin, which is a storage protein for iron. The few proteins are constituents of respiratory pigments and occur in electron transport chain. For example, cytochromes, hemoglobin and myoglobin. Under certain conditions, proteins can be catabolized to supply the energy. Proteins, by means of exerting osmotic pressure, helps in maintenance of electrolytes and water balance in our body. So they also help in process of osmosis and passive diffusion. Now from all these biomedical importance of proteins, we come to know that proteins play a very important part in our body, and they help to control various bodily functions, such as they act as storage proteins, they also help in transport, They also help in metabolic processes, plus they carry out various oxidative reactions. They act as receptor molecules and many more. So it was just an overview regarding what are proteins, their definitions and their biomedical importance. In our next class we shall be studying in detail about the classification of proteins, classification of amino acids, their properties, zwitterine formation and many other topics. So students, keep revising so that the topics are clear to you and you may learn more in future.